David Corson, Sunday, April 13th, 2025. Oh, it's about 2:30 up here on the lake. Just a beautiful day, and not that many boats out, but a few people. It's about 70, 75 degrees, not a cloud in the sky. It's gonna be like this all week. Anyway, came up, this is the dock here. Kind of give you a little look. Our slip is this one got the little power cords there. We haven't been up here, and had to charge the battery so I can get this thing started. So I'm charging it now, and it needs a bath. We're gonna give it a bath this week. We're up here, gotta be up here every day, but this is what all the docks look like. There's 3 of these docks, 1, 2, and there's another one on the other side. In any event, we'll see you in a couple days. Charge those batteries, so I don't have to yank them out. They're heavy. They're like 100 and some odd pounds. Yank them up and then either replace them or charge them. But I always keep my Mazda and my bike charged at the house, and then I have a charger on the boat. It's called a regenerator. So if you know you're not going to use your boat in a while, you just hook it up. If you have power by your dock, you can keep your boat charged. And but we winterized it. We haven't started it since last November. So it's time to get it ready. And I want to come out here and enjoy it before all the summer boat people come up here and, make the weekends just, I saw a guy out water skiing in a wetsuit, so I know it's cool. But yeah, see, these are all the docks right here. And these are all owned by everybody. Got a slip with your boat. There's no more boat permits on the lake, so that's why this lot was so cool. If I could have gotten another one, we would have bought another one. My wife, actually, her friend bought one. She could have bought both of them, and we could have built her another freaking house, man. They've all walked in the house. God, my neighbor, he's a commercial roofer. He came by, and we got his kid on the backhoe or the excavator. Anyway, he's like, oh, yeah, we were in your house last night. You guys thought of everything. That house is beautiful, And I just said, yeah, we're trying. But anyway, this is a little path that we have. It only takes me a couple minutes to get up to my truck. That's where the pool house is and the pool and all that. But last thing we're going to get is our golf cart. She keeps looking at it. I'm like, babe, until we move in, I'm not getting that cart until the driveway's poured. And, we don't need it up here. We just got the power on in the house, so at least we can charge it. But these are the docks, and very, very quiet. Just a beautiful little day up here in North Georgia. So anyway, hope everybody had a great Saturday night. Congratulations to Western Michigan. They beat Boston University in the final at the Frozen Four in St. Louis. And first time ever, they're just building a new arena. They play in our league, the NCHC, which is the top college D1 league in the country. And nothing against the Big Ten or, East Coast hockey. More NHL players played in the NCHC than any other conference. So they got some really good teams. And shoot, Western Michigan, they swept us this year. Beat us twice during the regular season, beat us in double overtime in the NCHC final, and then they beat us in overtime again to get into the finals. So you play a team 4 times and you can't beat them. That's one darn good team. They were like 28-2. I mean, that's just amazing. So congrats to them. Congrats to Boston U too. The Terriers, hey man, they're no slouch. That's a perennial powerhouse. And they got nothing to be ashamed of, man. That team beat everybody. I mean, only 2 other teams beat them this year. So, hey, Boston's always up there in the tourney. So, the Swarm, they lost. They're in the 8th spot. They got to play the best team in the league, who's kind of on the downswing. They've lost the last couple games. The Buffalo Bandits. They're the reigning champions in the NLL. Anyway, they were getting killed. And they came back and made it close. I think it was like 16-12 or something like that. But anyway, they just played good in the 4th quarter. They went on like a 9 or 10 goal run and made it interesting at the end. But got to play Buffalo at home next week in Duluth right here. And they got to win to get in. They're holding the 8th spot. They got the tiebreakers with all the other teams that are tied with them. If they win, they're in. Lose, enjoy your summer and all the camps and stuff that those guys will run. Isn't it beautiful out here? It's just so quiet. We got the chirps. All these people have, they're up in the subdivision. Anyway, so, but DU won. They went on the road and beat Georgetown. That was awesome. And so it was a mixed bag. But I'm coming up. I'm going to help my wife clean some stuff up at the house. I wanted to get the boat charged for a couple days. I got some junk in my bed that I want to put in the dumpster. A couple of posts that we took out of our yard, just so, you know, we have to get this house, the one we're living in, to sell in like the next 3 weeks. You know, even though we have a couple people, those things fall through. Got to be prepared to put it on the market. So every night this week, we're just, you know, getting rid of stuff and trying to make it as showing first class as possible. We got a killer yard. We're at the end of a cul-de-sac. The house will sell in probably a couple days, if I had to guess, if I have to put it on the market. But hopefully these two people, that one's got a daughter, wants to stay in our county, and they want to get a house about our size. And I forget, one of Kristen's clients, they sold it. They want to downsize, and they just want to stay in the area, and they know our neighborhood. So those are actually pretty good leads. So, but all in all, that's what I'm doing. And I'm gonna go home and I go put my running shoes on, do my trek. We're having some steak tips tonight. We'll probably watch some Idol, then go to bed. And then, oh my God! And she went out to do a job this morning, quote a kitchen job. She got it. The guy's like, "When can you start? Tomorrow?" Yeah, right. You know what? I got garage doors living. I'm pouring my concrete. All the hardware for the bathroom, you know, the faucets, outdoor shower, all that stuff's getting delivered. The garages are getting installed. All the toilets are getting installed. We got a lot of stuff going on. So I don't know if she's starting that job this week, but she got it. And then we got 2 leads on two really nice projects. So we got stuff in the hopper. I'll send my magazine, you know, we're cranking. So I'm getting ready to go into production here in the next couple weeks. Engineering this month. And I just put a 200-page issue out this month. Probably 140. You know, can't put those things up because next month, May, decent size, and then June is a really big issue. It's my contractor and lighting issue. So anyway, you see these fences over here? Those fences have chicken wire because you don't want to have the coyotes be able to get in there. So that's what our fences are going to look like. And our millwork guy's going to do them. We're going to buy the lumber and the chicken wire, and he's just going to sit out here and put the posts in, and that's what it's going to look like. I'm going to talk to you in the shade while I'm here because it's really, really hot in the sun. But all in all, just a really, really good weekend. Beautiful weather. Had some wins. Didn't win them all. But, you know, I just watched Rutgers. They lost to Michigan. So Michigan and Ohio State are tied in the Big Ten in lacrosse. They play each other. Who's going to get the number 1 seed in their tournament and, you know, to get the auto bid. But a lot of teams took it on the chin this weekend. And, you know, any of those teams on any given day, you know, it's like DU. They're like top-ranked defense. They shut Georgetown down. I mean, that is a high-scoring team. They scored, I forget what the score was, 7-3. I mean, it's just it's a low-scoring game. But DU, they got it done, man. They cut down. They got a few penalties, didn't get scored on, and got the man balls. And the goalie was great, pulling. You know, just made a lot of saves. So, don't count DU out, man. Those guys, listen. It's one of those seasons between coaches, and the other coach needs to get his personnel in. But once again, you just can't take anybody for granted. Every game counts. Just like in the NL, like last night. The Wings are below 500. They just beat us a couple weekends ago here, and they kicked our tail on our home turf. And now we went up there, and we're getting clobbered. And then all of a sudden, the light bulb went off. And, hey, man, maybe we can catch these guys. And they did their best. They didn't get it done. But, you know, they tried. So here's what I'm thinking on this Sunday afternoon, April 13th, 2025, at about, it's actually 3:30. So, and that word is troubleshooter. Yeah, troubleshooter. I really like that. You know why? Because once again, it's a connector. And a troubleshooter is, you know, a person who has a lot of experience and knowledge how to assess the situation, fix it. Whether it's on the athletic field, business, personal, or relationships, you're a troubleshooter. You just fix things. You get things done. You have the knowledge to do it, the experience. You know, the hard school of knocks out there, living out there in the business world. So troubleshooter, it's an awesome word to have in your characteristic of yourself. On the athletic field, you got to troubleshoot how, you're going to win the game. How are you going to beat their pressing defense? How are you going to beat the goalie? He doesn't let anything in. They're a top scoring team, top defense. All of these things you take into, prepping for the game. But the bottom line is, as the game starts, just like your journey starts here every day, when you're trying to improve, something's going to arise where you're going to have to troubleshoot it. You're going to have to figure out. You're going to have to think on your feet. You're going to have to get it done. The cavalry's not coming to change it. No one's pushing me to go out here and do my gig. That's just me. But you got to be a troubleshooter. Whenever you have a little speed bump or pothole or something that you have to get through, you got to blow right through it. It's all in your mind. All right, positivity, confidence, get her done, keep moving forward, kinetic energy. I go down the list. But troubleshooting the situation so you can get by whatever is a hindrance in front of you, or what's hindering you getting forward, instead of boom, stop, I've got to figure things out. Anyway, troubleshooter. It's an awesome word to have in athletics. Business, troubleshooters are an asset to any firm or business. Okay, because you got to troubleshoot every day. And when you make a mistake, you got to be the first one to you got to make that announcement, to your client if you screwed up. And everybody makes mistakes. Everybody does. So if you don't do anything about it, and then you lose the deal or you lose the account, shame on you. All you have to do is be upfront. In the publishing world, if I make a mistake, I have a call, what does it make good? I rerun the ad. I don't even care if it's my guy, our fault. Rarely is it is. It's normally a typo that they send us the artwork, and we proof everything, but I can't stop that stuff. They send us the stuff, we run what we get. But if I even though it's not my fault, hey, I'm going to run that make good. I do it all the time. I don't even question it. The client is always right. It's not worth having those discussions, especially if they've been with you a long, long time. They're friends of mine. We're both in this. They're living a nice life. I'm living a nice life. We're both doing in the same sector. Hey, man, we're helping each other's cause. Be a troubleshooter in business. Relationships. Oh, my God. You got to troubleshoot every day. It could be just a little thing that sets things in motion. And just, out of nowhere, it's just this big issue. And it's probably a stupid one. Because you yacked, or you said something you shouldn't have, or you just, were being a jerk. Those are the things you look back and go, God, was that stupid or what? Yes, it was. But you gotta be a troubleshooter. If you're a troubleshooter and you're good at it, even though if you make a mistake in a and listen, it could be personal, it could be business, it could be with your doctor, or with your client, with your CPA, with the gas station attendant, whoever you're dealing, you meet people every day, you have conversations. The bottom line is, when something happens, you got to be able to troubleshoot. Think on your feet, quick, and being flexible. Don't be so rigid. And think out of the box if you have to. But do what you need to do to make a positive out of a negative. And that's what a troubleshooter does. All right. And even in sleep, like I wasn't sleeping enough last year. So this year, I've been working on troubleshooting I can get my at least 6 hours of rest. I'll take 6 to 7. I don't want 8. As you get older, you sleep less, but I want 6 hours. I work my tail off. I go out 5-7 miles every day. I'm busting my tail. Your body needs rest, or it's not going to last, as long as you want it to. So you got to troubleshoot that. So I've been troubleshooting everyone, just trying to figure out what's the best way to get myself ready for bed, unplug, brush my teeth, just go through that regime, that regimen. And your body gets used to it. It knows, hey, I'm unplugging. Cool, man. 6 to 8 hours of good rest, and I'm going to go kick tail for David tomorrow. So, troubleshooter. From the heart, take it to the bank, put up your knowledge vault, use it for whenever you need it, just like a beautiful day here it is in North Georgia. And if you do that every day, every week, every month, and work on being a troubleshooter, for the remainder of the year, till December 31st, you'll have about 8.5 months of data on yourself. And you'll be able to look back at any of those days, and you'll remember them crystal clear, what went on. If you had to be a better troubleshooter, or you were troubleshooting enough, or you didn't need to you spent too much time on it, you got things done, move on. There's other things to take care of. And those are just things you just have to learn. You get things done, move on. You don't have to sit there and, and just keep, doing it. So, listen, that's what I'm thinking on this Sunday afternoon. Beautiful, and what a hellacious week ahead of me. I'm going to go back to the house and help my wife. And then we're going to go home and hang with the dogs and watch the Masters finish up. It's beautiful over there in Augusta, about an hour and a half from here. And then watch some American Idol. They got some really good singers on there. And all of them play instruments, so they're all really good. Check it out. You'll enjoy it. So, appreciate y'all out there. Be safe. Have a great Sunday night. And remember, leave it all out there because you can't get it back, and have an all constructive week ahead. And hey, take action. Work on being a better troubleshooter. Thanks.